Content creation has become huge, and it seems like everyone and their uncle is getting into that space. This makes it seem overwhelming for people that want to get started in the space. If you're a new content creator feeling overwhelmed and worried that nobody will see your content, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to take you through 3 phases that will help you start creating content, especially if you are on zero budget. My goal at the end of this video is to help you: 1, kill any doubts you have starting your content creation journey; 2, help you get clear on what to create; and 3, provide you with free resources that you can use to get started. If you are ready, let's get into it. Your success as a content creator begins and ends with your mindset. One important mindset that will help you on this journey of becoming a content creator is to see content creation as a real career, because it is. And treat it as one. When you treat it as one and you show up consistently, then you are more likely to see results at the end of the day. So there are 4 questions you need to answer before getting started. Now, the first question you need answer to is why. Why do you want to create content? There should be a reason behind your decision to start creating content. It could be something as simple as talking about your passion or your interest, or even documenting your journey as you learn something. The goal, however, is to know why you want to start creating content, why you want to become a content creator. And this is important because your why is what is going to keep you going when things get tough. Second question you need to answer is who. Who are you going to speak to in your content? Start with an audience avatar. Create content consistently for that avatar for 12 months. Speaking to one audience avatar for at least 12 months consistently is going to allow you build a community that trusts you, and that is what we need when we are building a brand. Now that we've gone through why you want to create content and who you would be talking to your content, the third question you want to answer is what. What would you tell your audience in your content? To answer this question, it is important to put yourself in the audience's shoes. What would they want to learn about this topic that you want to talk about? Are there strategies or tips that you want to share with them that they would be willing to learn about? Understand this, and you are already on the right path. You are on the path to building a community that trusts you, that trusts your content, and want to see your content always. Make sure you stick around because I'll share a practical example using my channel later in this video. Now that brings us to the 4th question you need to answer, and that is where. Now the question where tells you what platform do you want to use? Where do your audience hang out on social media or online? Do they read a lot of blog posts? Do they watch a lot of videos? Or are they people that listen to a lot of podcasts? Where do they hang out online? Now, another important thing when starting out is to pick 2 or 3 platforms to start with. Avoid being on more than 3 platforms to avoid burnout at the end of the day. By now, I'm sure you know why, who, what, and where you want to create your content. So let's create a practical example using this channel. Starting with why. On this channel, I'm doing this to help new and aspiring content creators get started, create better content with less. Now, who? My primary audience is content creators, but business owners and anyone who wants to learn how to create better content can learn a lot from my videos. What am I sharing? I'm sharing content creation tips, I'm sharing how to grow as a content creator, and I'm sharing my journey as a content creator. All of these and more fall under my content pillars. Now where? Because my audience are mostly on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, these 3 platforms are where I'm focused on. Now if you are getting value so far, make sure you like this video and click the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my content when I publish. In this section, we are going to go through how to generate ideas for your content, how to create content, whether that is shooting your videos, free resources to use, and then free apps to use to edit your videos. Coming up with content ideas is a struggle for new content creators, but here's the trick. The more content you create, the more ideas you start getting. And as a new content creator, here's another good news. You have the opportunity to try out different content ideas, different content formats, because right now no one is watching you. No one is actually seeing your mistakes. All they are seeing is someone striving and trying to grow to become better. So feel free to try any content format that works for you. Now let's talk about ways to generate ideas for your content. Look at what others in your niche and outside your niche are doing. You can get inspired by the type of content they post, and then you recreate that or even make it better. So make sure you follow creators in your niche and even people that you admire or creators that you admire outside your niche. Now, two, use AI tools like ChatGPT. ChatGPT has helped me a lot, but as a new content creator, you need to know the right prompts to use on ChatGPT in order to generate content for your ideal audience. Lastly, you can also generate ideas from your audience. You can ask them what they want to see. You can create a poll on Instagram or even on YouTube if you have a YouTube channel. You can just ask your audience what they want to see on your page or what type of content they like to consume. Also, avoid this mistake as a new content creator. Do not ignore your insights. Go to your insights and learn from your insights. If you have successfully generated ideas for your content, now you can now start creating your content. The good news is there are many free tools that you can use to start creating your content. Canva is an example. And if you're creating video content, then you can use free editing tools like CapCut to edit your videos. Although they both have pro version, but the free version is good to help you get started. We went through everything you need to know before starting your content creation journey. We talked about mindset and also the 4 important questions that you need to answer before you get started. Then move to the process of becoming a content creator, where I walked you through how to generate ideas for your content, tools that you can use to get started for free, and even tips on how to shoot your videos. So now, what next? I have shared everything you need to know about getting started on your journey as a content creator, so you do not need to overthink things anymore. Just start anyhow, start from where you are, start with what you have. However, here are some tips to keep in mind as you begin your journey as a content creator. Your first few content is going to be bad, but you will not grow if you don't start creating them today. Another tip for you to keep in mind is to never ever compare yourself to another creator. Every creator's journey is different. Everyone has their own creativity and style. So don't try to compare yourself with another content creator. Also, avoid focusing on vanity metrics like number of followers or number of comments you get on a post. Instead, focus on creating valuable content for your audience and keep growing as you create. And if there is one last thing I want you to take out of this video, it is this: keep creating, create every day if possible. Keep creating, create every day. The more you create, the more you get comfortable with it and the more your creative juice starts to flow. Remember, just like every other profession, you need to learn, you need to put in the hard work in order to see results.